All right, guys, let's talk about this C8 Corvette for a minute. If history is set to repeat itself, that price tag is probably going to go up next year. When the C7 was released, if you remember, it was $51,000 and change. Demand got so high on this C7 Corvette that they actually raised the price mid-season to $53,000 and change. And the following year, that same car started at $55,000 and change. So that was a pretty big price hike strictly on demand of the C7 Corvette. If you're new here, I'm Kevin. This is Real Steel Cars, where we talk about and discuss all things automotive trends, news, everything in between. So make sure you hit that subscribe button and that bell notification so you can get your 2 cents in and not miss anything. All right, guys, so as I was saying, the C7 Corvette had a price hike throughout the very first year and again the beginning of the second year of its model run. Now, I want everyone to throw their 2 cents in here. I want this channel to become a discussion board, not just me rambling off to you guys. So if you have something to say, or you know any information that I don't, or if I misquote something, please correct me. It's not going to be taken personally. I want everyone to actually be able to learn from this channel and, you know, throw their own 2 cents in and have a nice little discussion. We're not trying to pick fights though, guys. All right, so let's keep it clean. Now, the C8 Corvette starting price is $60,000. So if history is to repeat itself, the demand is already ridiculous for this car. The first mid-engine LT2 Corvette, 0 to 60s under 3 seconds. It's a very, very impressive car for a very little bit of money. Now, if, again, this is going to happen, they're going to take the price up a couple $1,000s. I've heard rumors and been reading through different articles that suspect that the Corvette C8 could go up as much as $5,000 next year. Possibly more. Now, again, that is strictly rumor, and they are basing it off of past sales of previous generation Corvettes, you know, namely the C7. Whenever you have a dramatic change, you're going to have a demand for it because people want to look forward to bigger, better things, faster, new designs, all that kind of stuff. The C8 breaks all those boundaries. You have a car that pretty much looks like a Ferrari, has supercar speed, and it just gives you a slew of options and accessories to choose from. I mean, yeah, the base is $60,000, but you could easily deck this thing out $100,000 or more. So there are some options that actually aren't even available for the first year. They're not going to actually release them some 6 months later. And I heard there is a couple accessories that aren't even going to be released till the next model year. Obviously, the convertible being one of them. But the point is that if you are going to get one for the price tag in which they state, now's the time to do it. Because I do believe that the car is going to go up in price when Chevy sees how much people are going out to buy this thing. My next statement is kind of going to contradict what I just said there, because I said to go out and go get one now. But I'm a huge believer of never buying the first model of any vehicle. It doesn't matter if it's a Corvette, a Mustang, a pickup truck, doesn't matter what it is. The first model year of any vehicle always has bugs to work out. Even if they're minor, they still have bugs to work out. And I'm not going to say that Chevy wouldn't take care of you. If you got the car and you had a bug in the software, or they ended up having shock issues, or whatever the situation is, I'm sure they would take care of it. But the question is, do you want to be the one to be their guinea pig of, let's see if this thing is going to run or not? You know, what's going to leak or break or anything like that. I'm really not, I've never been a big fan of being the person to buy that first model year. And I'm not saying, you know, it's a bad thing. Many people do. But I like to see other people take it for a test run the first year. Get the bugs worked out, maybe go back the second year and see what they come out with next, because they always bait you with the base model. Next year they're going to come out with the convertible, or maybe the Z06, or maybe they're going to have another add-on, because you know they always progress up. And then when they do that, guess what? People trade in the base model. So someone bought a base model with the Z51 package and all these accessories, and then the Z06 comes out. Guess what? They just traded that car in for the Z06, and now I can get that car a year old at a significantly cheaper price. Just something to think about. I mean, I know it's that whole novelty of having the first one and everything like that, but again, as soon as you drive it off the lot, it's just another used car. You know, your values depreciate. So, especially with one that's mass produced like the Corvette. But I do love the C8. Don't get me wrong. I know a lot of people think I've been hating on the C8, and that's not the case at all. The C8 is a great car. It's a great looking car. I also heard rumors, do not take this for fact, strictly from what I've heard by many people, that Chevy is considering redesigning the rear end of the car. This is an area that I have not been a fan of. It just kind of reminds me of a remodeled Camaro. So, in order to hide some of that, I think the car looks best in black. It hides a lot of those flaws. It still gives a nice sleek design. So if I'm going to go that route and get a C8, I would get it in black. All black, everything makes it look sinister, perfect. Now, if the rumors are true, if they are going to redesign the car, and I hope they do, because I something about the rear end, I don't know. Just reminds me of a Camaro. Anyway, I'm starting to ramble, so I apologize. But you want to see what they're going to change, because it could be something that bugs you, and they may change that in another year or so. But I'm going to go see this car in person at Corvettes at Carlisle next weekend. I'm meeting a bunch of other YouTubers. We're going to check out the car. There's going to be 6 C8 cars there, I believe. So hopefully different colors, different options. And if I see the car in person, maybe it'll change my mind. Maybe I'll see it in a whole different way. I've talked to some other guys like Gardner Speed 252. He is huge into the Corvettes, and he's seen it in person and told me that the pictures and videos don't do it justice. It looks completely different in person, and that I definitely need to withhold my judgment until I see it at Corvettes at Carlisle, which I am going to do. I'm going to end up meeting him at Corvettes in Carlisle, check out the C8 Corvette, along with a few other YouTubers, so I will be videoing there. It's definitely going to be a fun time. It's a huge turnout. There's so many YouTubers going to be there. I know Street Speed 717 said he's going to be there. Horsepower Obsessed, Gardner Speed 252, so many others, and I can't wait for this event. It's going to be a blast. So if you're in the area, go check out Corvettes at Carlisle. Come find me. I'll be wandering around filming a whole bunch of different areas. Unfortunately, I don't have a tent or anything to tell you exactly where I'll be, but I will be there wandering around with the camera, checking out the Corvettes, talking to people, getting their perspectives on the car, and yeah, it's going to be a good time. So if you see me walking around with a camera, stop me, say hi, let's talk about the C8 for a minute or anything else that's on your mind. Now for my bit of mini news. Porsche is getting close to releasing the Porsche Taycan. It's their all-electric 4-door sedan with a little over 600 horsepower, all-wheel drive, 0 to 60 in the mid 3-second range, and an 800-volt lithium battery system. This is a first of its kind. It handles like a Porsche. It's been run through a 24-hour testing, and this thing is ready to go. Porsche is very proud of this car, as they should. It looks mean. It doesn't look like your average electric car. It looks like, well, a Porsche. So I can't wait for the reveal and to see some official numbers and where this is going to take the Porsche company. Make sure you leave your comments below, guys, what you think of the C8 Corvette and what you think of this new electric Porsche. Well, that's all I got for you right now. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and the bell notification, and I'll catch you next time.